now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Man, what up, my people over at Compton Rick Rock TV? Man, we kind of late today, but man, it's better late than never. We gonna definitely get to the content no matter what time of the day it is, man. We're gonna cover some more of this Big U content. We did some content on this about a week ago with Eddie Boy, but we're gonna get to Poetic Flacco page. He gonna break it down a little better. He happened to have some transcripts explaining why they deny him going to his son's funeral. Man, that's kind of messed up, but hey, man, everybody got their rules. We gotta obey the rules. Everybody gotta obey the rules, or it's gonna always be repercussions. That's just life, man. When you feel like you bigger than the rules, it's always repercussions. But anyway, man, we gonna check this out, man, and get to this. We ain't gonna waste too much time, man. Hopefully y'all having a good day today. Every day is a blessed day. If you think I'm lying, try missing one, man. We gonna get to this, but before we do that, man, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to this content, see what they talking about, man. Let's go. All right, man, let's get to it, man. Let's get over here and see what they got going on.
The Big U situation keeps getting worse every time we cover it, but this could very well be his rock bottom. I don't see it getting any worse than this, man. It was already bad enough that Big U is currently in jail facing a racketeering case and a murder case that could potentially keep him in jail for a lifetime. That was bad enough. And then his son got shot and killed while he...
Now, wait a minute, hold up. I get it. I understand what happens next. But facing that type of time, looking at a life sentence, man, that got to be at the top, man. Now losing a family member, that's neck and neck right there. But man, it's a no-win situation, either or, man.
He's in jail. That's bad enough. But this latest development just made all of that look even 10 times worse.
New details on a shooting we first brought you yesterday morning. A man killed in South LA on Halloween night is the son of a former rap executive and alleged former gang leader.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Eugene Henley once managed Nipsey Hussle and is alleged to be the former leader of the Rollin' 60s Crips gang.
I like how even the news people said alleged, man. It's all alleged. They smart. They know how to play it. Rest in peace to this young man right here. We've been covering this all for this whole month. Seemed like probably last month, but I know for sure this whole month we've been covering this. So I guess this is like a little brief, catch up for the people who haven't seen it. And then we're going to get to some new stuff at the end, almost at the end of this video, man. Like I say, rest in peace. I send my condolences to this man, his family. It's a cold situation, man.
Police say Jabari was shot and killed near Figueroa and 69th Street after he walked up to a vehicle and someone inside opened fire before driving off. Police say his father's gang ties are a major part of the investigation.
Losing a son is bad enough, but this was especially bad for Big U. One, he's in jail, couldn't spend time with his son, haven't seen his son in a minute, and he lost his son while he's incarcerated. But Baby Huey was the closest son to Big U. That's the son who looked like Big U, who imitated Big U, who did everything Big U did, who followed in his footsteps. Baby Huey was little Big U, right? Like he was Big U's twin. So to lose that son particularly is heartbreaking. There's nothing in the world that could help ease that pain after losing a son. But the one thing that could possibly help you with the closure, with working through the situation, is being able to see your son for the last time.
All right, that would be, some people would want that. Some people would want to, go see that. But some people like me, I'm one of those guys. I don't like going to funerals. Like I miss my grandfather's. It was plenty of funerals that I missed. I went to some, but the ones who I really, I know I'm gonna break down with, I try to stay away from those. I probably wouldn't want to go. I don't know his situation, but some people do not want to see people like that. They like to remember them the last time they saw him.
Being able to attend his funeral and say your proper goodbyes to him. So as expected, Big U asked the court to allow him to be released to go to his son's funeral. Now, this is not an abnormal request, to be honest. Some people are allowed with an escort to go to funerals, see their loved ones, say their last goodbye, and then come back to jail as they await their sentencing. This is not something that's new. This is a pretty regular practice.
Yeah, been going on.
But the prosecutor's response to Big U was not something he was expecting. Man, these prosecutors is cutthroat, man. They said,
All right, so this is the paperwork right here. That's basically the prosecutors giving a reason why they think that he shouldn't go to the funeral.
listen here, bruh. All right, for a parent to have to bury a child is a tragedy that no one should suffer. For a parent to miss that burial is yet another tragedy. But unfortunately, this one they really start to
They going
kick
in.
Big U's back in. They said, unfortunately, such is this case here. First, regardless of the circumstances, the factors set forth in the Bill Reform Act still apply. And here, defendant Big U, also known as, Eugene Henley, also known as Big U, is charged with the murder of a young man who himself was buried by his parents.
All right, so he was charged with this according to this. Man.
A funeral that Big U famously did not attend, despite knowing the victim his whole life, managing his music career and paying for the trip that will be his last moments on earth, because Big U was accused of killing Rayshawn Williams, who is his son's best friend, when they went to a trip to Vegas for Rayshawn to record music. Amidst the other vast and sweeping allegations in this case, the Bill Reform Act continues to demand detention based on danger and risk of non-appearance.
Wow.
Just in case you ain't following this legal jargon, let's lay it out as simply as possible, okay? The prosecutor said, hold on, man. Come on, bruh. Sympathy? This is sympathy for Big U? Where was this sympathy at when he murdered somebody else's son?
Now, all this was allegedly, and he's basically saying what they saying. I know a lot of people would take it as he's saying this, but we just clearly seen in that little thing that he was reading where they said they charged him with it. Doesn't mean that he's guilty. Doesn't mean that he did it. All this stuff is alleged. Let's make that clear.
Accused of being a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips gang, Eugene Henley Jr. has become known in recent years for his charity work to reduce gang violence. Now the FBI is accusing him of running a criminal enterprise that committed a series of crimes, including a murder back in 2021. NBC4's Alex Rozier live with details you'll see for the first time and only on 4. Alex.
Michael, Big U is in federal custody right now. Prosecutors say they have probable cause to believe that he killed a man in Las Vegas in 2021, then dragged his body into the desert. Today, I learned the man killed is closely connected to Big U's family.
Like we said before,
It's crazy how everybody says your name. They know your name. They talk on you as if they know you. That man right there probably never seen this man a day of his life. But according to what he got to do, which is his job, he's going on here and he's talking, and talking what they gave him to talk about. It seemed like you would think that he knew this person the way that he just talked. Let's go back and rewind this, man. You would think this dude literally had some type of friendship or communication the way that he talked about him. Look at this here.
NBC4's Alex Rozier live with details you'll see for the first time and only on 4. Alex.
Michael, Big U is in federal custody right now. Prosecutors say they have probable cause to believe that he killed a man in Las Vegas in 2021, then dragged his body into the desert. Today, I learned the man killed is closely connected to Big U's family.
He's reading from a prompter. He don't know what's going on. There you go.
Said before, the person they're referring to is Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn Williams was allegedly murdered by Big U in Vegas. Now, Rayshawn Williams was really close to Big U. He lived with Big U at some point because Big U's son and him were best friends. Now, there's various motives being floated out there as to why Big U supposedly killed Rayshawn Williams, but the feds is going with, like, Rayshawn Williams recorded a diss track towards Big U when they were having issues. Big U heard the diss track when they were in the studio in Vegas. He snapped, he killed Rayshawn Williams, and then deserted the body.
That don't seem like that'd be a reason to take somebody's life. That don't see to me. If this was my artist and he dissed me and I'm supposed to be this big figure, that'd be good for the business, right? More controversy, more money. Go out there, he dissed me, bam. We making money the whole time. It's a play. It's a plan. I don't see that being the reason for this. I don't think that just don't seem right, man. That don't add up. But hey, man, when you somebody who they want to get, they gonna put something on you, man. We don't know who did what. I don't want to speak on that because I don't know. I wasn't there. All this stuff is alleged, man. We going by what these folks talking about on here.
Now, there are other things such as Big U instructing the studio to get rid of all the cameras. Big U telling the police he hadn't seen Rayshawn Williams in 6 months, even though he's seen Rayshawn Williams that weekend. I'm hard on criminals, but I don't think the excuse of, hey, Big U supposedly killed somebody else's kid so he can't go to his son's funeral. Now, that argument to me would make sense if we were talking about somebody who was already convicted. They were already convicted of the murder. They were in jail doing their time. Then, yeah, you shouldn't be able to go out and see your son if you kill somebody else's son. But Big U is currently fighting the charges. He is presumed innocent until guilty.
Right.
So if he's presumed innocent, then whatever charges you're accusing him of don't really matter or
Exactly, because he haven't got charged yet, man.
shouldn't play a factor in him going to see his son until he's guilty, until he's found guilty, okay? But, you know, the murder of Rayshawn Williams isn't the only reason why the prosecutors is against Big U being released. One of the factors they use when trying to determine whether or not you're eligible to be released is they look at, can you follow rules in prison? Because if we're going to trust that you're going to follow rules outside of prison, we need to know that you're following the rules while you're incarcerated. And the one thing the feds know is that even if you are a model citizen, they have that trump card in their back pocket to where, you know, the feds lay out a trap when you go to jail, right? They give you 10 minutes of phone time every day, knowing
You gonna talk the same way that the other guy was on here talking, making content. They know you gonna talk.
you're going to have to use more phone time. So what you're going to do is you're going to break some prison rules. You're going to have other people give you their account so you can make calls that are necessary, right? You're going to hop on three-way calls, right? For example, if you call somebody from jail and they put you on.
All right, man, we're going to end it right there, man. Y'all can go to Poetic Flacco and watch the rest of this, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Here go his channel right here, Poetic Flacco. Y'all go over there and check out the rest of the video. What do y'all think about this, man? I think we did this the same video, you know, about a week ago, but there was some new stuff added to it to we seeing why they really not letting him go. We didn't have that information the last time, but y'all can go over there and check that out. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop it.